Hey guys, this is Josh with Optimize You, and today I have the privilege of sitting down with one of my best friends. At one point he's been a client for about 3 years, but we quickly have become more than just a provider and patient relationship. We've got so close over the past few years, and part of that is just being a part of his journey. So Rex Rutledge is joining me today to just share a little bit about his story, which is so inspiring, and I cannot wait for you guys to hear it. Rex.
To that point, Josh, it's become either an ordained dog or a certified dog.
Come on, baby. Yeah.
I love it, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me do this with you.
What was it about your weight, right? If that was maybe the driving force, what was it about your weight that finally took you to a point where you're like, I got to do something different. I can't just walking the kids, playing in the backyard. That's just not cutting it. I've got to figure out what I need to do for my life.
Because I had an image of myself, and I started looking at the pictures like, man, that's not really who I am.
I've seen those pictures.
And they're rough, The joke, is called the Purple Pounder.
Yeah.
You've seen the picture, and maybe it'll show up, throughout this podcast. But yeah, I was big, and I need to do something different. Because it's not just the weight; it's marital issues, it's children issues with their children, it's issues with their parents from growing up, it's work stuff. It's so much. The weight, all the weight is it's just the expressive part of the problems.
Yeah,
that's what a lot of it is. And a lot of guys don't realize their testosterone. They don't realize why they don't have the energy. There's just so much to it. What was happening is I was going to a local gym here, and I was there all the time. And I call them the gym bros.
Yeah.
They come by and say, hey, man, you work your ass off, man, but nothing happens. It's like, yeah, I know, man. And I would take my wet ass from the pool, walk across the damn gym floor, look at all these dudes, and they're supportive.
Yeah.
But like something's not working.
Yeah.
And so as I got closer to some of those guys, they'd get down at the end of the pool, recovery, look like they were in damn pain management or something like that. It's like, man, I don't feel like that, but I'm big.
Yeah.
And so I just opened up for a few of these guys who are like, hey, man, you might need to get your blood work checked. You may need to do this because you put in the work, but nothing's happening. Because I got to do this another 20, 30 years, and I need to do it right. And so I found you through the bros at the gym. And I think it'll be 3 years come up, Thanksgiving of this coming up year. And we hit it off immediately. And we did my labs, and we identified that I had a sugar issue. My sugar at that time, I think, was like 327. 350. So it didn't really matter how hard I was going to work because it was never going to go away.
Yeah.
But I never knew that because, see, I didn't have symptoms or the symptoms that I thought were symptoms. But being fat was a big symptom.
Yeah.
But I didn't have low energy. I didn't have I didn't have all these issues that everybody says I have. So I just thought, they don't apply to me. But I had the number one issue. I was fat. And I had to learn that I was fat.
Yeah.
And so you put a plan together. And we worked that plan, and within 3-4 months, we lost 35, 40 pounds almost immediately.
Yeah.
So I got more confident, but what I didn't realize more than anything else, Josh, was this: that one, I didn't realize this was a gateway. The transformation has been transformational beyond reality. I did not realize how much the depths of your emotion and the psyche are playing in this, helping you ignore things, looking the other way, no big deal. Like I can always buy the next size up. I didn't have a money problem. I could always get better meat. I can always eat better. I can do that kind of stuff. But the culprit really was the sugar initially.
Yeah.
And I would ignore, as I looked back, I ignored other health signs. I had other little issues going on, like high blood pressure. I was taking cholesterol medicine. And when I first met you said, get off all that.
Yeah.
And I've not been on any of that since.
Yeah.
And all that stuff's great, and we got the sugar way under control, and it just started coming off.
Yeah. Well, one of the things about you, what makes you really an ideal client, right, is when you evaluate, when you address, hey, we realize there's a problem, understanding that there's not a quick fix, right? And if I could give you any kind of encouragement, appreciation as a provider who's been able to walk this journey with you for 3 years, I don't say this lightly. I don't have a single patient who's put more effort into taking ownership of their health than Rex Rutledge. I can make a testosterone level a lot better. I can help you with your sugar levels if you'll let me. But the ability for somebody to take ownership, to show up to the gym, to ask the questions, right? Sometimes I walk in my office and you're just sitting there having a cup of coffee.
Oh yeah.
Like you're part of the community.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
bought in to this idea of like, this is a lifestyle. And I just want you to hear that because I truly mean that. I've got a lot of great patients, but to say that I've got somebody who's put more effort in than Rex Rutledge, I don't know that I can.
No, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And your team has been great to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter the players that come and go. It's still Optimize You. It's still the same family. I'd say 99% of the people I started off with are still there.
Mm-hmm.
I specifically chose to, when it came to testosterone therapy, I'm not going to do the shots myself. I'm going to come to your office every Tuesday, Thursday, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I let you guys do my shots.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to be on a trip for business or vacation, they load the shots for me and I take them when I'm there. But no, your team has been amazing to me.
Yeah. So one of the things I think is interesting as you talk about this transformation is the idea of, who you were 3 years ago versus who you are now. And again, you've let more people into your life, maybe people who didn't know you 3 years ago, but for the people who did, right?
Right.
The Rex Rutledge 3 years ago versus the Rex Rutledge now, what do you see and what do you hear from people when they say who you are today versus who you were 3 years ago?
Oh, it's everything. I mean, what's funny about this is I feel like I'm 49. I'll be 50 on Christmas. And I jokingly always say I just got out of puberty the last 3 years. Because prior to this, I couldn't grow the facial hair.
Yeah.
And so one of the first things like, damn, you got a beard. Oh, man, that looks great. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'm quieter. I'm kinder probably. I'm a little bit more patient. That's probably more age than it is the weight or that kind of stuff. But the reality of it is I'm just Rex.
Yeah.
And I love what I do. And I love to get to love on people and they love on me. And
yeah. Well, it's funny going back to pictures. You sent me one this week, which was a new one, right? I'm familiar with the Purple Pounder, right?
Oh, yeah.
For probably the first 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
about monthly, I would get a picture of the Purple Pounder side by side with the new Rex,
Yes,
right? I mean,
yeah.
we did that for
Yeah.
months, right? You just text me a picture.
Yeah.
Here's who I am
Yeah.
now. But you sent me this picture this week of just your face, standing beside someone, and it honestly, had you not texted it to me, it would have been like, who's that? But I didn't tell my wife, and I just said, hey, do you know who this is? And I just showed her the picture. She had no idea.
oh, no.
She had no idea that it was you, and it was just such a transformation. So I could see where, you show up to a party or an event and you're messing with somebody, they're like, who is this guy?
They have no idea.
Have no idea. Well, what's interesting too, and I think I know, I think I could probably answer this question for you, because again, transformation, we think physical, right? But if you were to say, what's been the biggest transformation, I don't really think you'd say it's the physical part for you that's mattered.
It's not.
What would you say is the biggest thing that you're so thankful for of who this guy is, besides the facial hair, which I'm a beard guy, but besides some of that physical, like what is it about Rex now?
Letting more people in.
Yeah.
Letting more people in my life. Just every day, giving a shit type of people has been a blessing. I did not realize how Ebenezer or Scrooge-ish I might have damn been. I wasn't meaning to be a dick. I just think preservation, being protective.
Yeah.
I controlled the access. I don't think I was insecure, but I might have been insecure. It was just misplaced for other issues.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of it was I have let a lot of damn people in, and I go all the fuck away in on them, and I don't have any reservations about doing it. And I don't give a shit what the outcome of the damn situation ends up being. If I lose, I lose. But the key is you need to win for your fucking self.
Yeah, it's good, man. Okay, so you've had this transformation, right? I've watched it. I've seen it. I've been locked arms with you for a long time. What would you say to guys who may be in a similar place to where you were 3 years ago?
Like, dude, there's a reason why your fucking head hurts. There's a reason why your knee hurts. We can fix those things, right? But just get active, get mobile, become curious. Don't be scared. Fear is the number one thing you can't have. You cannot be fearful.
Yeah, so good. The thing I would say to add to that, there's not much, but I think a lot of people think that if a hormone's low, right? My testosterone's low. It's as easy as, hey, go get a shot, go rub cream on you or whatever, get pellets. I mean, there's plenty of,
I can't imagine
you know,
rubbing
and I
my
think one of the
pellets.
things that again, that I so appreciate about you is the heartbeat of who we are is to empower people to take ownership of their health, right? That's not done just through a testosterone shot, I'll just tell you. It's done through being humble, being willing to deal with some things that you've got to deal with that maybe you didn't deal with before, but you know, changing nutrition, incorporating exercise, focusing on your sleep, being a better husband, being a better wife, like whatever it is, it's looking at it as like, how do I become the best version of myself? And that's truly the heartbeat of who we are. It's not, I dish out testosterone and hormones all day long, but that is a small percentage of really the heart of in the focus of who we are, because it's so much more, and you exemplify that in the best way I know how. So I appreciate you, brother.
No, and I appreciate you.